Do you play Black Desert Online? Yeah? You need that 7 billion silver to buy that Black Star weapon? You want to make that 7 billion silver in 2 hours? Well, this guide is not for you. Hello everybody, today we're going to be talking about how I make silver. I make silver at a steady, consistent pace, but I do not make extraordinary amounts of it, okay? So I know a lot of people will be like, holy crap, how did you make 2 billion silver in 2 weeks? And they think that, you know, I have some trick up my sleeve. Unfortunately, there is no trick. It's just consistent upkeeping on my life skills and just having my other characters do stuff while I am killing things in game, or while I'm fishing, or while I'm doing other things. And so in today's video, I will be talking about what I have each character doing, and if you guys are interested in each specific life skill that I'm doing, I can go into more detail in another video. The reason I'm doing this is because I literally recorded how I made silver yesterday. Like I didn't edit it, I just recorded it, and the video was an hour long. And I watched over the video, you know, there's some good parts, but I mean, an hour long, you guys aren't gonna watch me for an hour. You guys want like boom, 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 you know, quick information. So today's video is just gonna be upfront what exactly I do. And then if you want more explanation, let me know and I'll make a video on explaining it and elaborating it a little bit more, okay? So first of all, let me just show you my gear. First of all, I wanna brag. And second of all, you know that I'm not BSing on like how much silver I have. So first of all, let's look at my gear. I have my dim tree armor, tri-dim tree armor. I got my tri-muskin boots, got tri-gazarka. I also got the tri-kudum that you saw last time. I actually took down the buyout, and then later on I found another kudum that went up for 550 million, and I sniped that instead. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then let's take a quick look at my marketplace, and you can see here that I've made most of my money back. I'm almost at 900 million again. And yeah, I've got nothing really here. Oh look, 14 million money. Yay, there we go, 900 million. And I still have an order on the value pack. No one's ever gonna sell me a value pack, I cry. So now you guys know that I'm not full of fluff and that I actually have a little bit of experience on how to make silver. So first things first. You have multiple characters and each character specializes in something. The reason for this is because of energy. So each character has their own energy pool. The maximum energy is shared across the entire family, so everyone can get up to 118 energy in my case. However, you can see my witch has 118, I need to spend her energy. My tamer's at 73, and my shy is on 25. And why is energy so important is because a lot of life skilling requires energy. So first of all, let's talk about the witch, since she is my main waifu and the one that makes the most money for me. So what exactly does the witch do? She does 3 things. She does farming, she does cooking, and she does dark rifts. So whenever a dark rift opens up, I hop onto the witch, I immediately go to the dark rift and kill the boss. So it's quite important to kill the boss the moment the dark rift opens, because the faster you kill it, the faster it resets. So basically it's a race against the clock. Once the boss spawns, immediately I switch onto the witch, I waypoint there and I kill it, and then I send her back to the farm or the kitchen or wherever I want her to be. But yeah, okay, that's number 1. So second of all is farming. I'm going to be using a clip that I recorded from that 1 hour recording because it's actually pretty good. It explains things pretty well. So bam, there you go. Alrighty, now we are here at my farm. Oh, my cherry tree is very beautiful. So first of all, we're going to equip our farmer's clothes because we are now a farmer and no longer a cook. And we're gonna go harvest all my stuff. So you can see all my onions already, and they're all probably dying as they're all red. So I don't harvest most of my onions unless they are the magical tier ones. So you can see here that I've got magical onions and I've got special onions. So the magical ones I harvest, mainly because the magical ones give me a lot more onions than normal. So you can see here I got 111 special onions from that magical one. While if I harvest a regular special one, it's not gonna give me that much. So I'll show you here. You'll see that I only got 36 onions instead of 111. So, you know, I got 36 onions, great. For everything else, I usually use F5. I use plant breeding, mainly because there's a chance of getting a certain material that I need. Alright, I'm finally done with gardening, so let me show you what exactly we got. So I got a bunch of special onions. I got 493 special onions. I got a bunch of peppers. I still got a bunch of onion seeds, which I can also sell on the market if I want for 104,000. What I did before was with the special olive seeds, I made a lot of money there because I read the patch notes and I knew that special olive seeds would be very high in demand on the first day. So I made sure I had a stockpile of it. And right before the servers went down, I dumped everything into the market. I was just like, yeah, you know, you guys are going to buy it, whatever. So that is another thing you could also potentially look at. You could play the market like that. Another thing is, of course, you get some alchemy stuff. You get the fruit of crimson flame as well as the fruit of abundance. These also sell for quite a bit. You know, this is around 50k. This is around 100k. It's pretty nice. But these are the big ticket items. So it is the premature fruit, the mutant plant, the plant with rotting roots, the unusual fruit, as well as the seed half eaten by a bird. Alright, so you can see over here that I've got 40 premature fruits, 30 mutant plants, blah 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 blah, right? So as long as you have more than 30, then you're going to press L, you're going to go to simple cooking, and you're just going to put them together. Any two combinations will work, but the quantity has to be above 30. I don't know the exact quantities, but to me, I just make sure that I have 30 and I pop them in, any two combinations, and you do start, okay? And it'll make anywhere between 1 to 3 stonetail fodders, and it'll consume a random amount. I'm sure it consumes an exact amount, I just don't know what the exact amount is, okay? So voila, we got 2 stonetail fodders, 2.5 million. Okay, let's create another one. So again, we simple cooking. This one's above 30, that one's above 30. Again, we do simple cooking. And bam, unfortunately, we got very unlucky and we only got 1 stonetail fodder through that. So we currently only have 3. So, you know, that is another source of income that I have. So these are the main life skill stuff that I make money on. It's nothing really crazy, you know, it's just kind of slowly but surely. And bam, welcome back. Third point is cooking. My waifu over here does a lot of cooking. She makes very fabulous grilled sausages, and that makes me a lot of money. Again, I'll be taking out a clip from my 1-hour video, and bam, there you go. So here is my house. It is currently located in Velia. You can see that I've got a bunch of cooking utensils, and that is because a lot of my money comes from cooking. So if we check my storage box over here, you're going to notice that I have certain boxes. Over here, I've got the professional cooking box that I can sell for 120,000 a pop if I just vend it to a regular vendor. However, if you bring this to an Imperial vendor, they'll pay 250% more. So that's 300,000 a pop. And over here, I've got 20 of them. So that's 6 million silver sitting right here. So how do you make a professional's cooking box? It's very, very simple. You just need a lot of a certain type of food and you mash it together and it becomes that. So over here, you can see in the crafting materials, you can either get 24 fruit pies, 24 fish fillet salads, 24 steamed prawn, fried bird, 21 meat pie, blah, 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 blah. You can pause the video, look over the list yourself. Just as long as you have any one of that dish, if you have that many, so let's say you're using a fruit pudding. If you have 15 fruit puddings, you can combine them together into a professional's cooking box. So I'm going to show you that with my divine fried bird over here. So you're going to take out your food, right? You've got your 50 divine fried bird. You're going to press L to bring up the processing. And you're going to go to this tab right here. It's called Imperial Cuisine. Okay, it's called Packaged Dishes for Delivery. You're going to click on it and you're going to put in whatever dish you've made. So in my case, divine fried bird, and you're going to press start. And you're going to see that she starts packing stuff for you. So while she's packing, I want you to pay attention to my weight. You can see that my weight is going up significantly. And that is because each of these boxes weigh 50 pounds. So it is very, very heavy. So you can see over here that just by crafting these 6 boxes, I am currently almost overweight. So I'm going to put that away. You can see that again, it's 50 pounds. Pay attention to my weight. The moment I put that in, it's going to lighten the load significantly. Boom, you see? So much lighter. So that is the only downside for these professional cooking boxes, is you cannot carry too many of them because you'll overweight yourself. Like look, I try to carry 26 of them. This is too heavy. I cannot carry 26 of them. And the thing is, you need to carry these boxes to an Imperial trader in order to sell it to them. However, they won't buy it off you if your character is overweight. And no, you can't put this on a horse. You can't put this on a wagon. You have to physically carry them. So I made the big mistake of setting up my home base in Velia. So Velia does not have an Imperial Cuisine trader. However, Heidel does. So if I were you, I would set up my home base in Heidel. because if I had set it up in Heidel, I would be able to cook everything there, and then maybe I would buy a house very close to the vendor, which is right here, maybe one of these houses over here, so that I can carry the food over here very, very easily and very efficiently, instead of being a dum-dum like me, where I have to ride a horse all the way from Velia to Heidel multiple times because I'm a dum-dum. But that is one way how I make money through cooking. So this is the Professionals Cooking Box. So Professionals Cooking Box, 300k a pop, you know, it's all right. But my cooking skill is currently Artisanal 1, so I can make it even higher tier than the professional boxes. So you can see over here, I can make artisanal cooking boxes. So in order for me to make artisanal cooking boxes, I actually need to cook a different type of food. So over here, I will be using smoked sausages. You don't have to use sausages. You can use different materials, which I'll show you right here. So right here, I will use the sausages. I'll make one of these Imperial Cuisine boxes. And boom, you see Artisanal Cooking Box. It weighs the exact same thing. It's also 50 pounds. However, you can see that it sells for a lot more. It sells for 160,000 each instead of 120,000 each. And the Imperial Trader again pays 250% more. So you're selling this at like 350,000 each or something along those lines, okay? However, you need to make sure that your cooking level is artisanal in order to make the artisanal cooking box. And it's the same concept as making professional cooking boxes. You just need to make any of these dishes in this list over here, and you need that set amount. So let's say, you know, you want to use coconut cocktails. You will need 54 of them in order to mash them together into an artisanal cooking box. So the nice thing about these cooking boxes is you're selling to NPCs. So NPCs are giving you gold. You don't have to wait. You don't have to play the market. It's very straightforward. So this sounds all good and dandy, right? Of course. However, there is a downside to this. So I'll carry all of my cooking boxes now, and I'll head over to Heidel to show you what the downside is. So the first downside is I have to carry all these boxes. So you can see that I'm overweight by 167%, and look how slow I run. So, you know, this kind of sucks. And because, again, I'm a dum-dum, I set my base up in Velia, so I have to go all the way to Heidel to sell these. But, you know, once I get on my horse is fine. So, we're going to set our waypoint to Heidel. The merchant is right here. He's basically right next to Mills over here. So we're going to head over there now. All right, boom. Now we're here. So you'll see over here, there is an Imperial Crafting Delivery. You're going to talk to her, and you can do Imperial Crafting Delivery. So here's the downside. First of all, if you're overweight, you're not able to sell anything to her. And second of all, you're competing with all the other players to sell your goods. So you can see over here that the Artisanal Cooking Box, she will only buy 463 more of these boxes. Professional Cooking Box, she'll only buy 340 more of these boxes. And so this is across everyone in your server channel. So let's say you've made Guru cooking boxes, right? So it says 0 over here, which means that she won't buy anymore. You can't sell her any Guru cooking boxes. To get around this, what you'd have to do is change channel. So you can see here that I'm currently in Calpheon 6, and if you switch to Calpheon 5, it'll be different than on Calpheon 6. Each channel, the Imperial Crafting Delivery purchaser, or the person here, has a different amount. And so you can just switch channels until you find one that you can sell it to, or you can do what I do, and I just store everything close by. So what I do is I like to store everything in the storage keeper over there because Heidel's not my hometown. I haven't set up any houses or anything here. So now I'm not overweight, right? I'm 687 out of 713 pounds. So I can go and bring this back to the trader and I'll sell it. And you'll see that the professional one sells for 300k each and the artisanal one sells for 400k each. So I can sell this, sell 6 of them, bam, easy money. I'm on 14 million now. Sell this one, bam. 15 million, easy. Then I go back and pick up my other 10 boxes there, so that will be another 3 million silver. But if you have a house close by, you know, like that house right in front of us, like this house right here, if you buy this house right here and put like your kitchen there and set up everything, you could do this a lot faster than me, not be a dumbass like me. So over here, again, we're gonna sell all these, boom, more money, and the last part, we're gonna get the last 2 boxes and sell that because why not? It's free money. So yeah, if I were you and if I haven't built a home base yet, I would 100% build up a home base in Heidel so that you're close to her so you can sell it. And I would definitely buy this house right here. This house right here, I would buy this. I'm gonna buy it now actually. So you come in here and make it a residence, okay? Make it a residence, boom. Okay, it's a residence. So what I would do is immediately just fill this place up with kitchen material, kitchen utensils, as well as put a chest right here at the door. And then just mass produce food here. Keep all your food right here so that once you're done cooking, you literally come out, you take like 5 steps, talk to her, sell everything, back and forth, right? So that is the smart thing to do. Don't be like me, learn from my mistakes so that you don't do the same mistakes. I think that's a saying, I don't know. But that is how cooking works, okay? Alright, so that's what the witch does. The shy just gathers. That's all she does. She just picks up her butcher knife, goes to the wolves, slaughter all the wolves, cut them up, bring the meat back home, and gives it to the witch so that the witch can cook even more fabulous sausages. And that's it. That's all she does. She's literally level 26. She's done nothing from the story. I created her, immediately ran to Velia, picked up a butcher's knife, ran back to the wolves, and started a massacre. That's all she did. So, that sounds so horrible. But that's my shy, okay? And then we've got my tamer. My tamer's like the mistress, you know? She's the spoiled mistress that I have. I spoil my tamer a lot. You can probably tell by the amount of gear she has, you know? I spent 550 million on this. I spent 300 million on the Kazarka weapon. I spent another 300 million on the Muskin shoes. And I actually made these. The Tri-Dim armor tree, I got this from a drop, and then I upgraded it through enhancement just to learn how the enhancement system works. Pretty expensive lesson, you know, I spent around 200 million, but all things considered, it was actually pretty cheap. Spent 200 million to get it to Tri-Dim tree armor, and it's worth 750 million on the market. I call that a win. So I'm pretty happy about that. And so the tamer's job is very simple. The tamer's job is to go out there and kill everything, okay? So she is the grinder. If I want to farm bandits, I just go to bandits and I grind the hell out of it. And now I think I've got enough AP because it's like 181 plus Kudum, which is like 43 here. So I should be able to go to Blood Wolves now. You know, I like to overkill things. So hopefully Blood Wolves will treat me nicely. Hopefully I don't get killed there. Hopefully nobody goes like ballistic and tries to PvP me there. But, you know, we're going to go to a new place. We're going to go visit. We're going to go exploring. We're going questing. So that is what the tamer does. She is the explorer. Basically the class that I play during the downtime, like, oh, my crops are growing, maybe I'm waiting for energy on the shy or something along those lines, I will play the tamer, okay? And that is it, really. Very, very simple. I just make sure that each of my characters are doing their role to generate money for me. And so a lot of the money I make is still from grinding, just like you guys. I go out, I grind stuff, I make like 100 million an hour just by like, you know, killing stuff, getting all the loot, selling the loot, and, you know, throwing stuff onto the marketplace. You know, so that's normal. But on top of that, I have crops at the side, which I can sell for money. I've also got Imperial Cooking, which also brings me money. I've got Gathering, which gives me the sharp stone and all that jazz, which I can fuse together into the concentrated stuff, which sell for like 4 million or 3 million on the market. Like, all of this stuff adds up. And that's how I'm able to make so much more silver than normal players, because I'm not solely relying on grinding. I have different sources of revenue happening at the same time while I am grinding. And hopefully that answers your question. If you guys want more details on specific things, like, you know, what do I do for gathering? It's really nothing. I really just kill wolves and gather their meat. That's it, really. But, you know, for whatever reason, if you have more questions about anything, just let me know in the comment section below. And that's about it. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I would appreciate a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the res.